Why did the apple fall? Why are personal computers so complicated? What if we could connect people online? These simple questions have changed the way we live in this world. This is the power of curiosity. I'm Farraz Rasyadia Pramono, and this is how asking questions can change the world. Curiosity is the desire to learn, understand, or explore something new. It's a natural impulse that drives us to ask questions, seek out information, and solve problems. Curiosity often grows from noticing gaps in knowledge or feeling intrigued by something unfamiliar, which prompts us to investigate and discover more. For example, we use the words how, why, and what every day, and those are part of curiosity. Next, let's talk about the reason of why we are curious. Being curious is a fundamental aspect of human nature, driven by both biological and also psychological factors. At its core, it happens from our need to explore, learn, and adapt for survival. An example was when our ancestors found fire around 2 million years ago. They could do it since they were in need of something to stand against the cold and also to cook food. We often become curious when faced with uncertainty, as we naturally seek to understand and make sense of the world. We often ask questions when we are curious, and curiosity also drives our personal growth, pushing us to expand our understanding. On a social level, it fosters deeper connections by encouraging us to be empathic and listening to others when they have problems. Now let's talk about the science behind curiosity. Have you ever been curious of a subject, and when you try to learn it, you understand it way faster and could remember them much better than before? That's because when you're being curious, you're relaxing a part of your brain called the hippocampus, which is responsible for your memory. That's why it becomes much easier to absorb the information. Your brain also gives you a dopamine, a hormone that's related with happiness, for being curious. That's why when you get the answer towards that one question you have been thinking all day long, you feel that instant relief and a little bit of happiness. Now, think of something that you do every day that you rarely question of. Maybe it's how you organize your time or the way you approach work. Let's imagine a person. Call him Tom. Every single day after school, Tom does his homework. And Tom does his homework always in the same exact order. He'll start off by doing his math homework, continue with his science homework, and finish off with his reading homework. But Tom notices that he is always too tired to finish his reading homework. So one day, Tom asked himself a question. Why am I doing this in this way? Could there be another better method? So Tom tries doing his reading homework first instead, when his mind is still fresh. Suddenly, his homework feels much easier, and he could do it much faster than before. Tom's small question, why, has changed his routine for the better. And that's what curiosity does. It helps us find new ways to make our lives easier and more enjoyable. However, everything in life will always have challenges. And one of the big things that stops people from asking questions is the fear of judgment. This hesitates people, and maybe you, into fearing being wrong or judged by other people. But remember, being curious doesn't mean you're expected to know everything. It means you're willing to explore and willing to grow. By asking questions, you're showing courage and not ignorance. Many great ideas were once questioned, and some were even judged very harshly by the people. However, those questions eventually led to progress, and those progress led to groundbreaking discoveries. So imagine what we could do if we just let curiosity lead us rather than the fear of judgment. Thank you for exploring the power of curiosity with me today. Now let's go out there and make the world a more curious place.